Loz, welcome back to the
Everblack
Podcast, mate. My name's Luke. How are we?
Yeah, good, mate. How you doing?
Fantastic, man.
Good.
You must be pretty stoked coming back down under again.
Yeah, we love it out there, so it's always a good time. So yeah, we're stoked to get back.
Yeah, awesome. Are you back at home at the moment, or?
Yeah, we just finished up a load of sort of European festivals over the summer, and yeah, a little bit of time at home now. So yeah, it's been sick. Just
awesome.
Enjoying a bit of downtime.
And that's what you love. You must have missed us coming back so soon. It hasn't been too long in between breaks.
Yeah, exactly. I think that, don't know, we just love it out there, and it feels like there's a space for our band over there, and people are always stoked to see that we're returning. And because, like I said, we like it so much, so it's not like, obviously the flight's a bit of a shit, but after that it's all worth it. So yeah, it makes sense for us, and like I say, we love being out there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're pretty stoked to have you back. I mean, what do you enjoy most about coming over to Australia? Is it the weather, the sights, the fans, obviously?
Like all that, there's obviously a load of really cool spots to go and visit and check out, vintage clothing stores and all that stuff that I enjoy doing while we're not sort of setting up for the show or whatever. I think there's like a lot of similarities between sort of the Australian fans and the UK fans. It just feels like it does, although it's quite far, it doesn't feel like it's that far. There's like, I don't know, you have a lot of great bands out there. The people are always wicked. So yeah, all those things, sightseeing, and obviously the weather is usually really nice too. So yeah, all those things really.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, well, at the moment, it feels like what I would say UK weather to you. It's probably summer's day, but at the moment it's about 13 degrees here and I'm freezing.
Yeah.
And this morning, I think it said it was 3 degrees. So I was like, no, just no. Like we're Brisbane, we're sunny Brisbane. So we should get that.
Not
so,
having it.
Hopefully it clears up and gets a bit warmer for when you come.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, when you come over and you do all the sightseeing or all the fun activities, like what do you enjoy most? Like what's sort of been the standout so far?
Obviously seeing all the usual spots, like whether it's sort of monuments and things like that, or like, venues, or what, there was one time I went down and walked, is it some sort of AC/DC street as well, like
Oh,
that you
yeah.
have out there? And but yeah, just sightseeing in general. I mean, I've spent so many years, hungover, and when we tour places, not really, just nursing a hangover and not really getting out there and seeing things. So like, it's nice to get up early, go for a run, sightsee. Yeah, just spend a bit more time in the places that we're actually visiting rather than just rotting.
Yeah, that's it. You can do a bit of both, but that's all good.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
I mean, it's a big tour for us. You guys coming over, stick to your guns, and our boys, Ocean Sleeper. They're
Yeah,
absolutely epic. It'll be a great time for you. I'm sure it's going to be a few
great.
big shows. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you must be pretty stoked.
Yeah, really stoked with the lineup. We've never toured with Stick to Your Guns, although we've known those guys or about the band for a long time. So it's cool to finally lock that in and bring it over to Australia. So yeah, just stoked to get over there really and get the tour rolling. I mean, all the bands bring something slightly different to the table in their own sort of genres, you know, but also not too dissimilar. So I think it's going to be good for anyone that's looking forward to the show. There's different flavors of metal, so I think it's going to be a fun one.
Oh, it's going to be a cracker. And like I said, it hasn't been too long since you last been here. I think we last spoke. I think you spoke to us or just before Good Things,
Yeah, yeah.
which you guys absolutely killed it as well. I was there at the Brisbane
Thank
show.
you.
I shot you guys from the pit, and then I
Nice.
remember afterwards I was pretty stoked because I saw you at the media tent, or the media area there.
Yeah.
I remember I bumped into you and said hi because you shared one of my photos straight after the set and that. So yeah, I was pretty like
Yeah.
starstruck in a way. But how did you enjoy Good Things overall?
Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Like again, just great people and a good time, you know. Yeah. Don't know what more to say. It's just more of the same thing. Like
Yeah.
we like I say, we love being out there, and the festival didn't disappoint. You know, loads of people out to see us, get the rock show done, get everyone pumped, and yeah,
Yeah, definitely. You said you were pretty excited to see Limp Bizkit, like most people were, I guess. How did you find them? Were
yeah,
they as awesome as you'd hoped?
yeah. Good. Like just so much fun. You know, it's fun to watch, and they've still got it after all these years. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
still have a lot of fun, and yeah, they played a great show. I must have seen them about over this summer. I must have seen them at least 10 times. Saw them in Australia, and then saw them a lot over the past few months in Europe and stuff as well. So and you know, every time something a bit different.
Never gets
Just fun
boring.
fun band. No, not really.
Yeah, like you said, they've still got it. Do you
Yeah.
notice like is there a big difference for you guys between say a festival vibe compared to just a headline tour with just standard shows? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I used to say that I preferred indoor shows because it housed, you know, it keeps the energy closer and you can really feel that. When you go outside, it kind of dissipates a little bit. But we've sort of we've played a lot of bigger stages. We've kind of moved away from sort of headlining tents later on in the day. We've kind of been bumped to sort of main stages now, but a little bit earlier on. And I don't think either sort of you know, I think we suit both vibes, whether it's late at night, whether it's indoor, whether it's outdoor. We just sort of bring the energy, play like underdogs, and yeah, just hope that everyone enjoys the show. But yeah, this summer's been wicked. So I don't know if I'd say now that I enjoy indoor shows. They're obviously slightly different, but yeah, we've had a great time this summer and some of the best festivals we've ever played, as well as good things as well. So yeah,
yeah, that's
wicked
it.
times.
Yeah, for sure. I still remember Good Things, extensively, but mostly because it was probably one of the hottest days Brisbane had in months, years even. I just
Yeah,
remember absolutely dying, and you guys were under the tent, and it was just a sweat box, like just it was just
I know.
death.
I had like a custom jacket made as well,
Yep,
and you know because I'd had it made especially for the festival and stuff, I was determined to wear it. And
yep.
literally after the first 30 seconds, I was like, "What am I doing with this jacket on? It's absolutely maffed in. It's too warm."
I think I've got it here. It was well, it was that jacket.
Yeah, that's the one. And literally played that festival and lost the jacket. So
Oh
I was
no.
gutted. I actually put it on my social media, being like, "I've had this jacket like a week, and it's gone. Can anyone find it? Does anyone know where it is?" Oh well. Oh well.
Lucky someone. I'm sure as well we'll be hearing plenty of the new stuff, hopefully live. The album's still trending extremely well. Um, eh, Set list wise, you can take any requests from us, or is it just going to be a big mix?
Yeah, for sure. Let us know. I mean, I think it's nice to mix it up. If people have been fans of our band for a while, then you know keep some songs in there for them. But also, you know, I think that when we first put out South Hell as a record, there were a few people sort of a little confused, you know. But when we put out the record, we know it was a bit of a change of direction, slightly for us, and we're just trying to keep things exciting. I think now people are seeing these songs live against some of the older albums and some of the older songs. I think you know people understanding now it does make sense, and they can see the progression of the band through the new stuff. So yeah, it's been an interesting and exciting time to put out Self Help. And like you say, people are into it. So you know that's all that matters for us. If our core fan base love it, but we can also bring in some new people with a bit of a slightly different sound, and that's the dream. And yeah, like you say, it's the new songs are really fun to play live, and they sort of, I think they go well alongside some of the older stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Have you got a favorite to play? Any of the new ones?
I like playing To the Flowers, to be honest. I used to get a bit scared of the sort of more clean vocals or sort of slower songs, if you like. But that one's really fun to sing. I think what's really nice about our fan base as well, it's not just about they want to hear heavy. I feel like it's nice that our fan base is kind of open to that sort of emotive and that sort of style of song that's a bit more gentle and a bit more emotional. But yeah, it's that's definitely one of my favorites. And there's one in the set list there's one on the album that we're not playing yet, which is Enemy Mentality, which I'd love to get into the set list and play live because it goes pretty hard. So yeah, hopefully we'll introduce some more new ones as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'd personally like to see Rainbows, but don't take my suggestion.
I mean, we are playing Rainbows in the set at the moment, and I think that's a bit of a fan favorite. And again, that's really enjoyable to play too.
Yeah, awesome. On more of a get deep and down, but a personal level, like when you head off on long stints for tours at a time, like what do you miss most about being at home, like being back at home?
I mean, friends and family, that's always a difficult thing to judge when you essentially work away. And it's nice to have, family and friends at home that welcome your return and are stoked to see you when you get back. So, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So that time that you're away, I guess, is, if people miss you, that's always nice. And just, some of those home comforts are sometimes hard to get on tour, especially in the early stages of touring where you're just piling into the back of a van and sort of roughing it. But yeah, now I'm getting a bit older. I like my home comforts, So some of those things I miss. I mean, if I didn't like touring, I'd be in the wrong line of work. Really, I think it's absolutely amazing that if you'd have told me sort of where our band's at when I was a kid and being able to visit all these incredible places and make fans across the world, it's not something to take for granted at all. I think COVID sort of taught us that, it's kind of like shit when it's like injuring your thumb, you don't really realize how much you love it. Not your thumb, you don't love your thumb, but how much you miss it when you can't use it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of one of those things. COVID taught us that. And now that things are a bit, now that things are back to normal, I think that's one of the main takes from that COVID time was just to not take that for granted and enjoy the fact that we get to tour the world with, our best mates as a band and get out there and enjoy it.
No, that's it. It just seems like it'd be more like a conflicting sort of feeling, doing what you absolutely love and doing all these amazing things, having a blast doing it, but at the same time being away from the things you love the most too. So that's the part of doing it, I guess. But anyway, we've got to the nitty gritty of it anyway, and well, we're pretty stoked to again have you guys coming back. I'll definitely be at the Brisbane show out the front shooting that one for Everblack. So yeah, hopefully there we'll get to see it. Hopefully my song request will get played.
Definitely.
And no, it'll be awesome. We can't wait to have you guys come back and kick off the tour. It's going to be epic. And we love having you guys here, and we love having you on the show again. So I'll wrap it up there. We'll have all the links below for the tour. So Loz, thanks again for joining us. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for your time, Luke.